Okay, David. Quick question before we even start recording properly.
Uh-oh, I don't like quick question energy this early.
No, it's a fun one. If a stranger sat down next to you right now and said, "So, tell me about yourself," what would you actually say?
Honestly, my brain would just turn off, like a light switch.
Click.
Nothing.
See, that's exactly why I asked, because this happened to me 2 weeks ago at my cousin's engagement party. This older woman, very sweet, very direct, just looks at me and goes, "So, tell me about yourself." And I panicked and said, "I like tea."
That's it? Just tea?
Just tea, David. 26 years of life, and my brain gave her one drink.
Okay, that's actually painfully relatable. I did something similar once, teaching a class. New students, first day, and I said, "Tell me about yourselves." And this poor guy just said, "I am person," and then went completely silent.
I am person. Honestly, iconic.
He looked so betrayed by his own mouth.
Okay, but that's really what today's episode is about. Not grammar rules, not some boring list. It's about that exact moment when someone asks about you and your mind just goes empty, like a cup nobody filled.
Yeah, and I feel like almost everyone listening right now has had their own version of I like tea or I am person.
Exactly. So today, we're yielding you a little toolkit. Real phrases, real structure. So next time somebody asks, you don't freeze. You actually enjoy the moment. And before we go further, hey, quick hello to everyone joining us. This is English FB, and if you're new here, we basically just talk in English about real situations, real mistakes, real awkward moments, and somewhere in the middle of all that, your English gets stronger without it feeling like homework. Yeah, no boring textbook voice here, I promise. Just me and David being slightly too honest about our own embarrassing moments.
Which, unfortunately, is a lot of material to work with.
Okay, so let's actually get into it. Why does this skill even matter so much? Like, why do we freeze on this one question specifically?
I think it's because it's so open. If someone asks, "Where are you from?" Easy, one answer. But "Tell me about yourself" is like someone handing you a blank page and saying, "Draw your whole life, right now, in 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a really good way to put it. It's overwhelming. And by that, I just mean it's too much information hitting you all at once, so your brain doesn't know where to start.
Right, exactly. Overwhelmed. Too much, too fast.
And it shows up everywhere, too. Job interviews, obviously, but also new classmates, a neighbor at the elevator, someone you match with on an app, a language exchange group.
Oh, language exchange groups are brutal for this. I went to one once, and the host said, "Okay, everyone, 30 seconds, introduce yourself in English." And I swear my mind just went blank, completely blank, like someone erased a whiteboard in my head.
Wait, what did you actually say?
I said, "Hi, I'm David. I like things." And this guy next to me just quietly said, "Bold choice."
I like things. David, that's worse than my tea moment.
It happens to the best of us. And actually, there's an expression for exactly this. When your mind goes empty like that, people say you drew a blank. Like, I tried to remember his name, but I just drew a blank. It's like your memory hands you an empty piece of paper instead of an answer.
Drew a blank. I like that. It explains exactly what happened to both of us.
Right. And here's the thing. You don't need perfect English for this moment. You just need a few sentences that are already sitting there ready, so you're not building that from nothing while everyone's staring at you.
Yes, like a tiny script in your pocket. Not memorized word for word, robotic style. Just a shape you already know.
Okay, before we build that shape, though, there's something important. The situation changes everything. You don't talk to your best friend the same way you talk to a job interviewer.
Obviously, if I walked into an interview and said, "Yo, what's good?" I don't think I'm getting that job.
Yo, what's good? I'm David. I like things. Hired immediately, no doubt.
So basically, there are 3 levels here. Informal, that's relaxed, with friends, classmates, someone you met at a coffee shop. Nobody's expecting a big formal speech.
Then semi-formal. A little more polished, but still friendly. Think meetups, conferences, meeting new coworkers for the first time.
And then formal. Interviews, meeting your manager, anything official. Simple words still, but more careful, more polite.
Basically, feel the room first, then pick your style.
Right. So let's start from the very beginning, the greeting, the literal first words out of your mouth.
For formal situations, keep it simple. Good morning, good afternoon, thank you for meeting with me today.
Clean, safe, works every time.
For semi-formal, you can loosen up a bit. Hi there, or just morning. Casual version of good morning, still polite.
And informal, with friends or people your age, hey, hi, hey there, maybe even what's up.
Just don't force it. If you never say something like that in your own language, don't suddenly become a different person in English.
Oh my God, yes. My friend once tried yo, what's good with our very serious professor, and the silence afterward was legendary.
That's a whole different kind of blank stare.
So really, pick one greeting that feels like you and just own it. Hi, nice to meet you. Simple, works basically everywhere.
Okay, after the greeting comes your name. And again, super simple. I'm David. My name is Sarah. Or a little longer, hi, I'm David. Nice to meet you.
I usually just say, hey, I'm Sarah when it's casual, and hello, my name is Sarah when it's more formal. 2 versions, that's it.
See, that's already a full mini introduction. Greeting plus name. That alone can save you in a lot of moments.
Okay, next piece, where you're from and where you live now, because sometimes those are 2 different places, and people love asking about that.
Yeah, this is an easy one, honestly. I'm from plus your city or country. I live in if it's somewhere different.
For example, I'm originally from Shiraz, but I live in London now. Simple, clear, tells a little story already.
And people usually follow up with something like, oh, how long have you lived there? Or do you like it? So it naturally keeps the conversation moving.
Which is honestly the whole goal. You're not reciting facts. You're opening little doors for more conversation.
Exactly. Now, next, family and home life, if you're comfortable sharing that. Does it need to be detailed?
Something like, I live with my sister, or I live alone in a small apartment, or I'm married and we have one very dramatic cat.
Very dramatic cat, incredible detail. See, that's the kind of small thing that makes people actually remember you.
Right. Facts are forgettable, but a dramatic cat? Nobody's forgetting that.
Okay, next big piece, work or study. This one usually comes up almost immediately after your name, honestly.
I work as a, or I'm studying. Keep it short first, then add detail if they seem interested.
Like, I work as a graphic designer. And if they ask more, then you go deeper. What company, what kind of projects, whatever.
Don't dump your entire resume in one sentence. Nobody needs your full career history in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, save something for a question too.
Now here's a fun one, your daily routine. People genuinely love asking, what does a normal day look like for you?
And you really don't need to describe every single hour. Just 2 or 3 moments that show the rhythm of your day.
Like, on weekdays, I usually wake up around 7, have breakfast, and head to work. Simple shape, easy to say.
Or, in the evening, I usually cook something, then watch a show with my roommate. Small, human, relatable.
And honestly, you can slide in something about learning English here too, very naturally. After work, I usually study English for a bit before bed.
Which, by the way, that's literally what a lot of you listening are doing right now, isn't it? Studying while doing something else. Dishes, walking, driving.
Multitasking legends, all of you.
Okay, next, personality. Not just what you do, but who you are.
This is where people ask, are you more shy or more talkative? Or how would you describe yourself?
And you can use easy adjectives: friendly, calm, curious, patient, hardworking, a little shy at first.
I usually say I'm a bit quiet at first, but once I'm comfortable, I genuinely don't stop talking.
That's extremely accurate, by the way. I've witnessed this transformation in real time.
Guilty. What about you?
I'd say people usually tell me I'm patient and easygoing. I like borrowing other people's words sometimes. It feels less like bragging.
Oh, that's smart, actually. My friends say I'm funny, feels more natural than just announcing I am hilarious.
Which also, nobody who's actually funny needs to announce it.
Okay, now likes and dislikes. This is where the real personality comes out, honestly, more than anywhere else.
Yeah, and keep it specific, not generic. Not just I like music, but something with a little flavor.
Like, I love rainy days and old bookstores, but I really can't stand waiting in long lines.
I love football and spicy food, but mornings are my enemy.
Classic David. Honestly, that little detail already tells me more about you than a whole paragraph would.
And speaking of little details making a big difference,
There's actually a really fun expression for this. It's called breaking the ice.
Oh, I love that expression.
Yeah, it simply means doing or saying something that makes those first few seconds feel less awkward. You know that moment when both people are thinking, okay, who's going to say something first?
Exactly. And the funny thing is, that expression started out as something completely literal.
Wait, really?
Yep. Years ago, ships would sometimes get trapped in frozen water. They couldn't go anywhere.
No way.
So another ship would go first and actually break the ice, creating a path so the other ships could finally move forward.
Okay, that's way cooler than I expected.
Right? Now imagine two strangers. They're both a little nervous, both standing there thinking, what do I say?
We've all been there.
Then one person smiles and says something simple like, mornings are my enemy.
And boom, somebody laughs.
Exactly. The ice is broken. Suddenly the conversation just starts flowing.
I love that. It shows you don't need some genius opening line. One honest little comment can completely change the vibe.
Exactly. The more real you sound, the easier people connect with you. That's almost always better than saying something super generic.
All right, one last piece of the puzzle. Talking about the future. Your goals, your plans, your dreams.
This usually comes up once people know you a little better. Someone might ask, why are you learning English? Or what do you want to do in the future?
And don't worry, you don't need a 5-year plan ready to go.
Not at all. One simple sentence is enough.
You could say, in the future, I'd like to. Or, my goal is to. Or, one of my dreams is to.
For example, my goal is to speak English confidently enough to work abroad someday.
Or, one of my dreams is to open a small cafe one day.
See? Just one sentence, but people instantly learn something real about you.
And that's what makes conversations interesting. People don't remember perfect English. They remember real people.
Exactly. So don't be afraid to share your goals. Even a tiny dream can start a great conversation.
All right, let's look at what we've built together.
We've got your greeting, your name, where you're from, where you live, your family, your job or studies, your daily routine, your personality, the things you like and don't like, and finally, your future.
And here's the best part.
You don't have to use all of it every single time.
Exactly. Just pick the pieces that fit the moment, mix them together, and you've got an introduction that sounds natural, friendly, and completely you.
Which is exactly what we're going to do right now. Full introductions, so you can hear how all these little pieces actually sound stitched together.
I'll go first this time, since Sarah made me go second on the tea story.
Fair enough. Go for it.
Hi, I'm David. I'm originally from Manchester, but I live in Berlin now. I work as an English teacher, and honestly, most of my week revolves around lesson planning and way too much coffee. I live with a close friend from university, and my family's still back in England, so we mostly talk on video calls. In my free time, I love football, playing video games, and terrible action movies. The worse, the better, honestly. On weekdays, I usually wake up around 7, have coffee, teach most of the day, and then unwind with something ridiculous on TV. People say I'm patient and pretty easygoing, though I get a little too competitive during football. And my goal, eventually, is to create more content that actually helps people enjoy learning English instead of dreading it.
That was really lovely, actually. And honestly, the worse the movie, the better is such a specific detail. I'll remember that about you now.
See, that's the whole trick right there.
Okay, my turn. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm originally from Shiraz, but I live in London these days. I work as a content creator, mostly making English learning podcasts, which, surprise, is exactly what you're listening to right now. I live with my sister, and the rest of my family's back home, so I call them constantly, probably too often. In my free time, I love old bookstores, rainy afternoons, and honestly, tea. A lot of tea. Apparently that's still true. On weekdays, I usually wake up early, answer messages, plan episodes, and somewhere in there remember to eat. People say I'm quiet at first, but once I'm comfortable, apparently I don't stop talking. And my goal, honestly, is to help as many people as possible feel a little less nervous speaking English out loud.
See? And now, after hearing both of those, you already know us so much better than just I like tea and I like things.
We've come a long way since the party and the language exchange group.
Massively.
Okay, so here's your little homework. No pressure at all. Pick one sentence for each part. Greeting, name, where you're from, where you live, what you do, one hobby. That's it. Just 6 small pieces.
Then actually say it out loud. Doesn't have to be dramatic. Mirror, kitchen, while you're doing dishes, whatever works.
And honestly, once it feels natural in your head, it'll come out so much easier the next time someone actually asks.
Next time, your brain won't draw a blank. It'll just open the door, and the sentences will be right there waiting.
So next time someone says, "Tell me about yourself," you won't say, "I like tea."
Or, I am person.
Never forgetting that one, by the way.
I live with that shame daily.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Genuinely, it means a lot.
And remember, you didn't waste this time. You invested it straight into your own English.
We're really proud of you for showing up and practicing, even for 30 minutes.
This was English FB with Sarah and David. Take care of yourselves.
And keep talking, even if your brain draws a blank sometimes. That's completely normal.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.